statement issued by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Additional, President Buhari joined other heads of state and government of Senegal, Mauritania, and Burkina Faso to celebrate the country's 47th independence anniversary. The president said he was proud of the support Nigeria provided to the West African country in the previous elections, adding that it helped to entrench democracy. According to him, Nigeria's deployment of troops under the ECOWAS mission in Guinea-Bissau played an important role in maintaining peace and security. While congratulating President Umar Sissoco Embalo, the government and people of Guinea-Bissau on the country's independence anniversary, Buhari prayed for continued growth and prosperity. He also expressed good wishes for greater achievements in the years ahead for the West African country. As Nigeria celebrates its independence anniversary on the 1st of October, Nigerians have been urged to focus more on positivity by deriving joy from the giant strides recorded since Nigeria got its independence in 1960. Speaking during the weekly current affairs program, Hour of Politics on Teamset FM today, the guests on the program, Mr. Adewale Adewumi, Mr. Oladele Adetubero, and Mr. Ela Aregbesola, emphasized the need for Nigerians to reflect on the numerous achievements recorded so far, hence using them as a basis for the nation's Diamond Jubilee celebration, even as the country battles with some current sordid realities. The guests attributed the bans and major bedeviling factors limiting the nation's development to corruption, lack of political education, security challenges, inequality, and social injustice, urging Nigerian citizens to have a change of orientation and mindset towards the successful realization of the nation's overall goals and objectives. In their reaction to issues bordering on insecurity, the trio noted that the security operatives are not the only solution to security challenges, adding that a great deal of understanding between the citizens and the government is needed to reduce the spat of insecurity to the barest minimum in the country. They also urged political leaders to embrace accountability, maintain an equal share of the national resources, as well as addressing issues that affect the masses. President Muhammadu Buhari today said the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, which he recently signed into law, would enhance transparency and corporate accountability and help the fight against corruption. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Mr. Femi Additional, disclosed this in a statement. The presidential spokesman said Buhari spoke in a video message presented at the Open Government Partnership OGP 2020 Virtual Leaders Summit on the sidelines of the 75th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, United States. The president spoke at a time stakeholders, including the Christian Association of Nigeria, are faulting some provisions of the law. On the COVID-19 pandemic, President Buhari said it had become clear that government cannot solve all the challenges of the pandemic alone. He argued that it is only through open governance and working with citizens that nations can succeed. Buhari promised that his administration will continue to use its OGP membership to ensure that open government approaches strengthen pandemic management. He added that the Nigerian government will sustain consultations and engagements with citizens through civil society organizations and the organized private sector on COVID-19 response and recovery plan. The Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, has condoled with the families of the September 23 fuel tanker explosion on the federal highway in Lokoja. Journalists learned that the accident, which occurred along the Felele Natako axis of Abuja-Lokoja Road, involved 5 cars, 1 tanker, 3 tricycles, and 2 motorcycles. Some Kogi State Polytechnic students and primary school pupils were burned to death in the mishap. Reacting, Lawan, in a statement by his special advisor on media, Olaoye, today expressed grief over the gruesome accident in which more than a score of people, including school children, reportedly lost their lives and properties destroyed. He also condoled with the government and people of Kogi over the tragic incident. Meanwhile, the Kogi state government has declared 2 days of mourning for the 23 victims of yesterday's tanker explosion in Felele Lokoja. The state's commissioner for information, Mr. Kingsley Fanwo, made the announcement in a statement released in Lokoja today. The commissioner urged residents of the state to use the 2 day mourning period for a sober reflection as well as pray for the victims and their relations. He also said the government would carry out full investigations into the accident to determine the cause of the unfortunate event. Edo State Governor Mr. Gordon Obaseki has said it is time for the South-South region to take responsibility for its own development rather than leave everything to the Niger Delta Development Corporation (NDDC), which he insists has failed to deliver on its mandate. Governor Obaseki was speaking at the Government House in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital, today as part of his tour of the South-South to thank the PDP governors for their support during his re-election. Mr. Obaseki had earlier visited Governor Yosem Wike in River State. On his part, Governor Udom Emmanuel asked PDP leaders to leverage on Mr. Obaseki's victory to strengthen the party structure. You're welcome back. You're listening to Timsaid National News, coming to you from Timsaid 94.1 FM, transmitting from Iliajun, Okeagboja Ijebujesha in the state of Osun, Nigeria. You can watch us live and direct on YouTube and Facebook. You can listen to us globally on Radio Garden. Download Timsaid app on Google Play Store. Candidate of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in the just concluded governorship election in Edo State, Pastor Sage Izeyamu, has debunked claims that he is under pressure from the APC leaders to accept defeat. Izeyamu, in a statement signed by his Director of Communications and Media, John Mayaki, called on media houses to disregard such speculations. Izeyamu said he was shocked after seeing reports alleging that he begged Governor Gordon Obaseki, candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), to return to APC after the election. The APC chieftain said that he was yet to respond to the first report. Another one emerged. On the next step to take after the election, Izeyamu maintained that he had not yet made up his mind. The former governorship candidate said he will let his supporters know when he makes up his mind. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, has said that the candidates of the 17 political parties contesting the October 10 governorship election in Ondo State are expected to sign a peace accord Tuesday next week. According to him, the commission has recovered from the recent fire incident, which destroyed over 5,000 smart card readers in its office in Akure, while sensitive materials for the exercise would arrive on Monday. Yakubu told journalists during an interactive session held at INEC office in Akure that the commission was studying the incident of slow voting in Oredo local government area of Edo State during the just concluded election. While Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, SAN, is seeking re-election on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, Eyita Ojegede, SAN, is the candidate of the People's Democratic Party. The INEC chairman also reiterated the need by the National Assembly for the establishment of Electoral Offences Commission and Tribunal. Yakubu, while reiterating INEC's neutrality, told journalists to expose vote buying during election as there are people who want to compromise the integrity of the process. A gas tanker exploded today in the Ifako-Ijaye area of Lagos with many persons sustaining burn injuries. Director General of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, confirmed the incident to journalists. The LASEMA boss said efforts are being made to put out the resulting fire from the explosion. A magistrate court sitting in Oshogbo, Osun State, has ordered the remand of 6 men for allegedly using human parts for money ritual. The accused persons are 20-year-old Ogunwole Lukman, 29-year-old Jimo Sahid, 41-year-old Ogunlola Isiaka, 21-year-old Olawale Sadiq, 40-year-old Lukman Oyeyemi, and 30-year-old Muidina Akanji were arraigned on Monday for using the flesh of a corpse for money ritual. The accused were charged for unlawful possession of human flesh and misconduct in regard to corpses, unlawful possession of human flesh with the intention of using the same for money ritual, and improper or indecent interference with a dead body. The offences are contrary to and punishable under sections 516, 430, and 242 subsection 1 of the Criminal Code Cap 34, Volume 2, Laws of Osun State of Nigeria, 2002. They are, however, pledged not guilty to the 3-count charges leveled against them. The prosecutor, ASP Idoko John, told the court that the defendant committed the offense on September 20, 2020, at about 10:30 in the morning at Dagboluoba Road, Oshogbo. Their defense counsel, Taofik Ibuku, and Tumbo Oladipupo applied for the bail of the defendants in the most liberal term, stating that their clients will stand their trials. In his ruling, Magistrate Francis Omishade ordered the accused persons to be remanded. He therefore adjourned the case till September 30 for ruling on bail. Troops of Operation Sahel Sanity have rescued over 20 victims of kidnapping, including 11 women, a truck driver, and an undisclosed number of children abducted by bandits at different locations in Katsina State. The operatives also rescued another set of 8 persons from hoodlums dressed in military camouflage at Fankama and Sabonlai area of Faskari local government area of the state. Disclosing this to journalists during the weekly briefing on security operations in Abuja today, the coordinator, Defense Media Operations, Major General John Eneche, explained that the female traders and children were on their way to Batsari Market when they were abducted by the bandits along Shimfida Gobi Road. Within the period, the troops deployed in forward operations base Dandasao also arrested a suspected bandit on a motorcycle on his way to Dandala village in the Sadao Maru local government area of Zamfara state with 1 pump action rifle and 3 live cartridges carefully concealed in a bag. Preliminary investigation, according to the defense headquarters, revealed that the ammunition was to be delivered to a bandits leader at a location in Dansadao. Similarly, 2 gun runners were arrested in possession of 1,620 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition at Kaduri Hill along Kaduna Jos Road in Lero local government area of Kaduna State. NH also revealed that the air component of Operation Thunderstrike killed several bandits in airstrikes executed at Kwambana Forest area of Kaduna State. To end Timsaid National News, here again are the highlights. President Muhammadu Buhari promises continuous support for Guinea-Bissau as the country celebrates its 47th independence anniversary. President Muhammadu Buhari says Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 would enhance transparency and corporate accountability. Senate President Ahmed Lawan mourns victims of Lokoja fuel tanker explosion as Kogi Governor declares 2 days of mourning. Pastor Sage Izeyamu says he is not under pressure from APC leaders to accept defeat. Ondo governorship candidates set to sign peace accord. Oshogbo Magistrate Court remands 6 for allegedly using human parts for money ritual. That ends Tim Said National News, read by Ifeoluwa or Olaoye and edited by Afolabi Koka. Many thanks for listening. Good evening.
If I want to listen to radio, it gotta be Team Said 94.1 FM. Your entertainment station.
You better mind yourself.